Okay. So I know a lot of guys might think how unprofessional I might be right now. I do not care. The Raiders have just traded. Well, not just traded. It's been about 2-3 hours now. Since everything went down. Let's see. Yeah, about 2 hours ago, the Raiders traded a third-round pick that they got for Devontae Adams for Geno Smith. The Raiders have finally got their QB of the future, potentially, or more of a bridge quarterback, whatever you want to decide it to be. That being said, I'm actually kind of happy for it. I'm not mad. It's kind of like, it's similar to the Luka trade. Not really. As you can see, I'm a Laker fan. But it's similar to the Luka trade in the sense that, I feel like third round pick is good value for him. And I was not expecting us to get him. Realistically, he wasn't even on my radar. I was already had my sights set on, Sam Darnold and possibly Aaron Rodgers. I didn't even know that this was a possibility. So, it's a surprise to me and to a lot of Raiders fans. I don't think that a lot of us really expected this to happen, but it happened. So, I'm not mad. At the end of the day, we got a good, solid QB. He had 10 wins last year. Let me just pull up his stats as a matter of fact. So last year he had a 70% completion rating, 4,300 yards, 21 touchdowns, but 15 interceptions. So he was getting up there in the interceptions, and he had a 93 rating QB rate, or a 93.2 rating. His best year was in 2021 as far as QB rating. Oh, okay, stop. As far as passing yards, his best year was this year. He had 4,320 yards, 21 touchdowns to 15 interceptions. Not a good QB to interception ratio. And in 2022, he had about 4,200 yards and 30 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Now the question is, do we think that he could possibly go back to that same form that he was before? Possibly. We don't know. I'm very interested to see what might possibly happen coming from this trade, but am I mad about it? No, I'm not. Realistically, this is a really good trade for the Raiders. They needed a veteran in the room, and I mean, Gardner Minshew is good, but he doesn't have the consistency like Geno has in the past at least 3 years with the Seahawks. And now he's going back into a situation with a coach that he's already used to and he has a good relationship with. So I think all of that put together will really mesh. Obviously, it's still early in the off season, and I mean the new league year is about to start next week on Wednesday, so there's still a lot to be left on the board, and I mean, who knows? I mean, some crazy stuff might happen. They might rescind the trade, just like Mark Williams and the Lakers, But we're drinking out here. We're enjoying it. It's a beautiful Friday. I'm happy. As far as also, because here's my thing. We're in a situation now where we can draft possibly a bridge, or we can even keep Aiden O'Connell, let him develop, because there's also reports about Aiden O'Connell reports. Aiden O'Connell himself had said that he's been studying with Tom Brady, studying film and studying how to get better. And, I mean, we know from Pete Carroll's history, he is not afraid to spend money on people if he thinks that they can make a difference on the team. But at the same time, if we have Aiden O'Connell learning under Tom Brady, because let's be realistic, Aiden O'Connell has a really good arm. He has really good arm strength. he has some issues, like he's a statue in the pocket. Last year we saw him kind of develop more, trying to be more aggressive, or more aggressive, but just try to do more in the pocket. Like, you see him trying to at least scramble to get a couple yards, and I mean, it kind of brings flashbacks of, as a Raiders fan, watching Derek Carr scramble and always being scared that he's going to fumble the ball. And I don't want to put Aiden O'Connell in a situation, and right now I think that as an organization, I think the Raiders should now mostly focus on building that offensive line, because we don't know how long Geno Smith might be with the Raiders. I mean, I'm already seeing some reports that the Raiders are going to plan to move forward with him as long-term QB. And, I mean, I like the idea that Aiden O'Connell could possibly develop under Geno Smith and also learn from Tom Brady, because, I mean, the best comparison for Aiden O'Connell is Tom Brady, and also having the opportunity to develop under Aiden O'Connell under Tom Brady, and learning his tricks of the trade and what he knows as far as reading defenses, and the potential of just being able to read how formations of defenses are. So, that being said, I mean, I think that overall this is a great opportunity for the Raiders, because, like Pete Carroll has been trying to instill, it's all about competing, and I think this is really trying to take that step in the right direction, and competing. So I'm very happy. My instant I wouldn't say very happy. I'm excited for the future. Excited for the future would probably be a better term to use, and I can't say much more than that. Going on Twitter, we have Jackson Powers Johnson. I saw JPJ out here, being happy as hell. Jackson. JPJ. Fuck. So Big Jack's out here after he posted 3 hours ago saying, "Geno, let's get it." Fuck yeah. That's what I love to see, especially from our potentially future starting center. I love to see it. I love to see the enthusiasm. And it also puts us in a nice situation where if potentially there's a couple of things that might happen depending on the reality of reports. We all know Pete Carroll as a guy that doesn't need to reach for things. Give Russell Wilson, they paid, if I remember correctly, they paid some guy, I forgot the guy's name. Hold on. Travis Jackson or Matt Hassel. Is it Matt Hassel? Anyway, that being said, you have a lot of potential with this, and I'm just very excited. You look at Geno's stats, he's done a lot of great things in the league. In the past 3 years, I should say, that he's had the opportunity. And I mean, it's kind of similar to Baker Mayfield in a sense where, you have these guys that just need an opportunity and they shine, but then it falls onto the situation where are they able to succeed in any situation, or is it that particular situation that it worked out for them. And that's yet to be seen. So, that being said, I just wanted to make a quick video on this. Just wanted to come on here live and just talk to you real fast and give my 2 cents as far as the whole situation of what's going on. And, we got a QB. And I think that's amazing. Oh, I haven't been live for a while. We were talking. The last time I came live was 2 weeks ago. And we were talking about Max Crosby leaving the Silver and Black. Fast forward 2 weeks later, we just re-signed Max Crosby to the highest paid non-QB player in the NFL. Deserved. Very happy. He deserves every penny. And I'm glad that he's, like I said before, I already knew this from the jump. And it was just a matter of time. I'm not worried. I wasn't worried. And now we have some key players that, we can keep building upon and, look towards the future. I know there's always going to be some haters that are going to want to hate on us and, say that the Raiders ain't going to do shit. But we coming, baby. Just remember, the Washington Commanders weren't shit before they got Jane Daniels. I'm not saying that Geno Smith is Jane Daniels, but I'm saying a QB has a very big part to do with the success of a team. So if you want a team to be successful, you need to start by getting a successful QB. And Geno Smith, it's not 1 year like Sam Darnold, which I would not have been comfortable paying $40 million to. I mean, he did good in the Viking system. You know who else did good in the Viking system? Kirk Cousins. Where is he now? Riding bench as a $40 million backup QB. And, I mean, that might be the same situation that we end up with Geno Smith, but I'd rather do that with Geno Smith that's done it over years than somebody that goes into a situation where he's better off already and, we don't really have a good sample size. When we have 7 years of film on you and a majority of those years have been ass, are we really going to hold a lot of merit towards one good year? That being said, I'm very happy with this signing or with this trade, and I think that it's showing that the Raiders are trying to compete now. Don't sleep on the Raiders. I know that it's still early. We still have a lot more money to spend, but man, this makes me very happy, and I can't wait to see the future, baby. Let's go. Commitment to excellence. Let's get it, baby. Roll.